Right, how are we doing, folks? It's Andy and the lovely Jules. Say hello, Julesy.
Hello.
Question for you, what were you doing 5 years ago today? Rewind 2020, little thing called COVID going on. So have a little think to yourself, what was I doing right about now, 5 years ago? What were we doing, Julesy?
So what we're going to do is rewind to 5 years ago last Sunday and give you a quick summary of our plan that didn't work out.
Most plans don't. But as you'll find out, you've got to have a plan. So yeah, 5 years ago last Sunday, we were getting on a boat from Jersey to France to drive down here to Spain for our one life.
Or we hoped.
Or we hoped. Best laid plans. So we had a plan. We had a 90-day plan running up to that, which you've probably heard about. If not, I'll point you to some other videos. And this was all about us giving up the lives we had, giving up the corporate, giving up the burnout, and then saying, right, we're off to Spain to start again, right? So that was the plan. And we started that plan in February 2020 in a little place in Valencia where we said, right, we've had enough. We're going to pack it all up and we're going to move down here to Spain. So fast forward to the Sunday, and we're on the ferry. We actually made it to the ferry. Again, I'll send you to another video about the challenges before that. And we are on the ferry to France. And we made it to France, didn't we?
Well, I think we ought to caveat that first. So because of COVID, every day that particular week, the ferry had been cancelled. So we were told to check in at the ferry terminal. This was probably about 6 o'clock in the evening on the Sunday. Check in and who knows. So we did on a boat that probably takes more than 350 people. I would say there was probably 30 people
I forgot about this.
30 people max. And was the boat going to go? We really had no idea. Fingers crossed, yes. But until that boat actually pulled up the anchor, dropped the ropes and started to set sail, we had no idea whether we would actually leave or not. Yeah. So with huge relief, we got to France on day one.
And I still wasn't convinced. Jules was like, right, we've sailed out of Jersey, literally they blew the horn and the boat set off. And she goes, right, we've made it. And I said, not yet, we haven't. In no way, shape or form. Because they're basically closing all the borders to the countries. So we're going from Jersey to France. So you get to France, get in the car, and we drive off the ferry. And I'm thinking, we're still going to get through customs and immigration. Not going to happen. They're going to turn us back. Right, country's closed, go back to where you came from. And we just sailed through, didn't we?
Yeah, there was nobody there. They'd obviously all gone home. It was far too hard, or in the too hard box on a Sunday evening. By the time we got there, it would have been, what, 8:30 French time, I guess? Yeah. So, happy people. We drove to our first destination, which was Nantes.
That's right, yeah.
And the next day, so day 2, we were heading to Biarritz.
That's right.
And all plain sailing, all really good.
Yeah, all good. And that was the last stop before the cross to Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we had a lovely day, beautiful sunshine. Biarritz was lovely. Nobody around because of COVID, of course, but...
We've got a table all right, that night.
Yeah, no problem getting a table in a restaurant, absolutely. But then we were talking to our waiter who spoke very good English, and he went, you've got no chance. The border was just like...
It was about half an hour away.
Was it?
And I remember him saying to me, you try and cross the border, you're going to get arrested and detained by the Guardia Civil on the Spanish side. And I'm like, ooh.
Because Spain has closed because of COVID.
So we're like, we've come this far, what are we going to do? So that was his closing gambit for the night. Obviously, he didn't get a tip.
That put a bit of a dampener on our thoughts for the next day.
And I said to Jules, what are we going to do? Because if he's right and we try and cross, we're going to get busted. We're going to get locked up or detained at least. And Jules had been on the interweb and she was saying, well, all the towns are closing in Spain due to COVID.
Yeah, places were locking down by the hour, basically.
So there was a high chance that when we got to the border and try to get across, be one of those, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we said, look, let's go for it. We've got this far.
Yep. What have we got to lose?
Let's go for the border. So we did the next morning, got up early, lashing down with rain, absolutely
wasn't it?
belting down with rain. Dragged all our stuff back to the car, got in the car, and went for the border, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was weird because it really was lashing down, so I was concentrating hard on driving. And I said, oh, well, let's see what happens. And Jules said, I think we just went through.
There was nobody about, as you know, because of the European Union, they had stopped borders, but we were told that because of COVID that they were put back in place. There was not a soul about, and we just sailed through, again lashing down, so we didn't know. We sailed through into Spain and just got over the hill into beautiful, beautiful sunshine.
I remember the first time that sort of clocked it. I'd gone from French road signs, and then I saw a Spanish one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're here. But I'm still watching the rear view mirror waiting for the cops. But no, we done it, didn't we? And we got on and cracked on, didn't we? Down country, really.
So we took a little bit of time because we had planned this fantastic trip down through Spain, all these places that we'd always wanted to visit, and that was no longer possible. As I said, that places were closing by the day, towns, cities, villages, due to COVID. And if you were actually in that particular location when it closed down, then you couldn't get out. So I think we were supposed to go to Zaragoza that day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so day 3, once we got over the border, we stopped just at the roadside and see if we could find somewhere. And we came across a place called Teruel.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, something like that.
So we headed for Teruel, and we got there.
Yeah. So that
Day
was,
3, complete.
Locked and loaded, wasn't it? So we stayed there overnight. It was really weird driving down there because I literally, Jules was going, we've got to go to this town. So I'm banging in the old sat nav. And I said, right, okay, so going down the road and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm just going where it tells me, because that town's open. Do you remember we passed that airfield?
Oh my goodness, this was the strangest thing I've ever seen. We'll post the photograph.
Yes, yeah. So big proper airport, not an airfield, an airport, like cross runways and stuff. And it was stacked with airliners, wasn't it, in mothballs?
Yeah.
And there was no one around. And
Never
it was
seen
the most
anything like it.
eeriest, strangest feeling in the world, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It kind of gave us the heebie-jeebies a bit, didn't it? We're like, oh, don't want
It
this
was a very
much.
strange thing to see.
It was. But we got into town and we stayed overnight there, had another very odd meal there.
Yeah, it was a bit of an odd place.
What was the word we learned in that place? It's the little things.
Cebolla,
Cebolla.
which means onion, believe it or not.
So we're in this really cool little bar, right? And they've got on the bar, they've got all these sort of, this artwork. And there's a word and it's got Cebolla. And I'm like, what's Cebolla? And so Jules said, well, ask the lady behind the bar. And I said, what's Cebolla? And she went, what? She's like, Cebolla. And it was, well, now we know, don't we? It's cebolla. It's how you pronounce it. And it's Spanish for onion, isn't it? Yeah. It was like my first major Spanish faux pas. So, okay, we'll have one of those.
Needless to say, we've never forgot that word. And I've never forgot that we only paid €1.20 for a large glass of wine.
It's the cheapest wine you've ever had in Spain, isn't it?
Yeah,
so they're probably giving it away because of COVID. Probably couldn't get rid of it quick enough.
Probably.
Bottom of the barrel. So we stayed there, and then the next day, Jules was doing her navigation bit.
It was really hard to find somewhere to go, actually, because we wanted to go towards Madrid, and that just wasn't going to happen. So we thought the best thing was to head to the coast, which we did.
Which I was happy with.
But I can't remember the name of the place.
Altea, I think. Altea, A-L-T-E-A. But again, we can't remember because Jules was literally saying, keep going, there's a place here. We had nowhere booked. Literally driving around looking for places, and we were pulling into hotels, weren't we, that were open, and just saying, have you got a room for the night?
Yeah,
and that's how we found that one.
We had booked accommodation all the way down, but everything had got cancelled because of COVID. So, we went there for the night. It was
all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it was all right. It was getting us closer and closer to the final destination. So that was day 4.
And then...
So day 5, it was much the same, really. Following the coast along, where could we go next? So yeah, where did we
Went
stay?
to Almeria, didn't we? We ended up in Almeria, which I won't say too much about it. Probably won't go back. But it was a place, wasn't it? It was,
Yeah,
it was the final stop to get our head down and go, right, it's a push tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, we were going to make one more stop, and we just thought, no.
Can't risk it.
We absolutely can't risk it.
Yeah.
So,
5 years ago today,
we
was the final
arrived.
push.
Yes. It was the longest leg of the trip,
Yeah,
and we
it was
just
a
thought,
mission.
let's just get there. And the weather was stunning, and we ended up in Sotogrande. And the reason we chose Sotogrande is we had some great Jersey friends living down there. Trudy and Dell, hope you're watching this. Thank you so much for helping us along on our journey.
Legend.
And do you know what? We'd made it. We'd got there. And nothing in our plan worked out, but then you just have to change. There'll always be options, so you just adapt and change according to the circumstances. Hopefully, we won't have such drastic circumstances again in our lifetime, but hey.
Who knows?
We just had to deal with it at the time. And once we hit Sotogrande, we didn't have it all worked out. We had a plan, but we had 1 month booked in an Airbnb. That was it.
But you remember on the way down, because it had all gone Pete Tong on the way down, we had to get in touch with him and say we're not going to make on that day.
Yeah.
And we
it's
thought
about to
there was literally nothing around, right? And we'd booked this Airbnb for a month, and we thought he's going to cancel it on us. And then what are we going to do when we arrive with nowhere to
Everybody
stay?
was really flexible because
Bonkers.
everybody was in the same situation. You know, nobody could travel
Yeah.
or not travel easily. And so he was great. So we rocked up at this little Airbnb, dumped everything out in the car, met Dal and Trudy and a couple of their friends, and we went to a crazy little bar called the Hairy Lemon on the Friday night for €1 tapas.
And we were there.
We had a blast because finally we had arrived.
Yeah. So 5 years ago today, huh?
5 years ago today. What a journey.
I think the point is there's a load more to it, and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And it's one of those, isn't it? Again, it's like, well, what do? Do you just give up and go home? Or do you just keep battling through? We were so focused, so intent, everything they threw at us, we were like, we're going to get around it, literally drive around it, weren't we? Talk about speed bumps and roadblocks, we were driving around them. And that's what this is about. You know, we reflected today, 5 years later, we're living in a different place now. We're not in Sotogrande anymore, we're up the coast. But even then, you know, your plans change, and it's just a case of going with it, isn't it? And having that courage to go, do you know what? If it's worth it, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, every single step of the way we could have said, no, we'll wait. No, it's not going to happen now. But we didn't. We pushed through. We adapted, we changed, and we made it.
I think the point of that is as well is that we'd been doing that for the 5, 6, 7 years before we decided to move. No, we'll wait. Maybe next year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Until we got to that point. So it's dead easy to talk yourself out of it. That's the comfort zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
To stay put, and especially when the world's going upside down, it's like, what's going to happen? It's so easy just to sit tight, but you just got to push on, haven't you? You've got to make it happen, you know?
Absolutely. And you know, just this year, Andrew spoke to a friend who said we were supposed to move to Portugal. Would that be right?
Yeah.
And we didn't do it because of COVID, and now it's not possible. First of all, yes, you could have done it in COVID. Yes, there were lots of obstacles. But second of all, you can still do it. It's not too late. Yes, things have changed. Situations have changed. They will always change. But if you really put your mind to something, if you really want it bad enough, if you really want to make that change in your life, then you'll find a way.
You use that phrase, it's just like, and now it's too late.
Don't say that to Andrew.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Hold my coffee, hold my beer, whatever it is. But yeah, you tell me it's too late, we're going. But so many people think that, right? So many people go, it's too late now, I can't do it. You can do anything you want, you just have to adapt the plan. But it's about getting the plan first, taking action on it, and adapting along the way. That's what got us here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strangely enough, where we live here now, we're only about, I don't know, an hour and a half from Sotogrande, where we landed 5 years ago. But the move here was harder than the move from Jersey to Soto, wasn't it?
That's a whole nother story. We'll leave that for another day. But honestly, we just wanted to share that with you so you knew that it wasn't all plain sailing. In fact, it was everything but. But we made it, and my goodness, 5 years later, is it worth it?
Yeah, and amazing.
100 times over.
100 times. And again, guys, this isn't about us. It's about, hopefully inspiring you guys to think about if you need to make that change, what does it look like, make it happen, and just have that courage and tenacity to go for it and make it happen, because you were always the one that just said, no, let's just stay put beforehand. And then we've always talked about this, because the fear that you had then, when we've actually made the change, it just didn't manifest, did it? What you thought may go wrong just hasn't manifested, has it?
No, it hasn't.
We've got the best life ever, and it's, it can be the smallest change in your life, but having the courage to do it. And I think, again, we talk about this a lot, but having someone in your corner to help you do that as well is a big thing. Because if you're on your own, you've always said if you're on your own, you wouldn't have done it. But,
no, I wouldn't have.
So yeah, it's all about that. But there we go, 5 years ago today. Fantastic.
So, happy Friday.
Yeah, are we off down the Hairy Lemon? Oh no, we don't live there anymore. The Hairy Lemon. It's a place. Look it up. Hairy Lemon, Soto Grande. It's just crackers, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, as always. If you like what we're doing, if you want to follow us, like and subscribe. We'd love to have along on the journey, because we haven't even started yet, to be honest. It's not like it's over and we're done and we're here, man. Irresponsible adulting, the adventures we're going to have going forwards and stuff. Come on the journey with us, even if it's virtually on YouTube, or if you want to come down to One Life Reboot with us here. Again, I'll drop the link down below. Would love to see you down here in Spain. What do you reckon, Julesy?
Come on down.
Here's to the next 5 years. See you later, guys.
Bye.